Now, imagine walking into a shelter and seeing all those helpless dogs and all of their eyes just looking at you to get a second chance at a home. I bet you wonder, how can I help them get their home? But it's not just that. Adopting a dog comes with responsibility, preparation, and understanding the process of doing it. Now, you're probably wondering how you're going to do that, and that's what I'm going to explain to you today. Now, the first step is preparation. Without preparation, it could be very bad for the dog's environment. You have to be prepared. You have to be prepared. According to the ASPCA, many dogs are returned to shelters simply just because families underestimate the time, training, or financial needs of caring for a dog. Sometimes, people don't, they kind of underestimate how much a dog actually takes, the work and time and effort it takes, and it's kind of sad sometimes because then, to just come back and then, it's kind of sad. Now, the second is the process. You gotta look at the process. It's kind of like, it's basically the same as adopting a child. You know what I'm saying? You'll have to require application, an interview, and a chance to meet the dog. And according to the Humane Society of the United States, these steps help make sure that the dogs are placed in appropriate homes. Many shelters foster to adopt programs to which allow you to take a dog home on a trial basis. So basically, like how to explain this? They just basically seeing how the dog would be in your environment, how to make sure that you're actually fully prepared for the responsibility of having a dog. I think that's the biggest, kind of dogs are basically like kids, except sooner or later, they're, I guess you can't, they can't take care of themselves, actually. I don't know how to put that. Finally, once you bring your dog home, though, you know what I mean? You got, that's where long-term responsibility begins. And according to the American Veterinary Medical Association, dogs need regular veterinary care, vaccinations, and consistent training. Now, training is essential and important to a dog's life, because studies show and find that positive reinforcement training reduces problem behaviors and strengthens the bond between you and your dog. That's, helpful because hopefully this won't happen, but maybe you're getting attacked and you needed help. And hopefully you have maybe like a pit bull and he'll just tear him up. Hopefully that happens. Hopefully that doesn't happen. In summary, adopting a dog is a very meticulous and careful preparation that you have to make, and understanding the work and that's behind it. So next time you visit a shelter and think about adopting a dog, consider these steps and the responsibilities that you will have to welcoming a new family member.